So making the 12 by 12 failed. I really gave it my all. What happened was I went ahead and made the masterpieces for that puzzle. There's only 2 of them, so it doesn't take very well. I guess more like 10, but at any rate, they're pretty easy to make. So I went ahead and did that, made the molds for it, and things were going really well. Like the mold making went very smoothly. I changed up my technique a bit for making the molds, and it paid off. And I was getting very good results. Anyways, I assemble half the puzzle, and it's looking like a 12 by 12. It's looking all good. Bloody thing doesn't turn, and it had to do with the corner stalks not having room to move through the puzzle. Like, it was not pillowed enough. So instead of giving up on the puzzle, I decided to scrap everything that I'd done up until that point and refashion all of the masterpieces, changing them up, making it so the puzzle would be more pillowed. And that was a pain, but I did that. I made the molds, and then again I started casting when it was going good. And unfortunately, it seems like it's just not meant to be. Like, I made the puzzle, it still didn't turn. So I think there's just, it's really hard to put in words. I can kind of understand, kind of don't understand what's going on with that, but the 11 by 11 just can't be made into a 12 by 12 using the method of sticking a 4 by 4 in the core. So that's unfortunate. Now, I was pretty disappointed by that because 11 by 11 is a pretty expensive puzzle. So just wasting that, and also not getting the 12 by 12, that kind of sucked. So what I did was go through a painstaking, elaborate process of refashioning all the pieces that I destroyed while making it into a 12 by 12. So I do actually have it back together as an 11 by 11. So it doesn't turn quite as good as it used to because it doesn't have springs anymore because I lost them. So I think what I'm going to do with that is just go ahead and make a 11 by 11 spiral cube. So that'll be pretty cool. It's a big spiral cube. I've come up with a new, exciting, and innovative method for making extensions, which might go well. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Spiral cube, not exactly something that's going to fail. Not exactly treading new ground there. So that is a project which is definitely going to happen. So, yeah, no 12 by 12. It was a good go of it. Really tried, but it's just the nature of making puzzles that have never been done before. So anyways, we should probably talk about this average, or this relay, rather. This was a long time in the making. I finally got the sub 10 2 through 7 relay. So I was pretty happy about that. Pretty much the 2 through 7 relay is not about how good you are at 2 through 7. It's about how good you are at 6 and 7. So I was able to hit the marks on this one. I was able to hit the sub 4 on 7 by 7 and then the sub 3 on 6 by 6. And that was just enough. I mean, the 5 by 5, 4 by 4, 3 by 3, and 2 by 2 is pretty underwhelming in terms of speed. But again, if I was able to hit the sub 4 on 7 by 7 and the sub 3 on 6 by 6, that's all you need, really. You can do pretty badly on the rest and still make it. So that's pretty much what happened. And yeah, I've been practicing a bit of 7 by 7. I haven't quite been able to get down to sub 4 average. I was pretty close. Got like a 401 after 12, so we're getting there. The 6 by 6 that I have is really bad. It's a Moyu, I think, and it's Like, it's really stable. I haven't had any pops, but it's super sluggish. Super, super sluggish. It's just a classic example of my inability to make puzzles turn good. But, the 4x4... Freaking phone making noises. 4x4 I actually did get turn pretty good. So, that was a first. I actually got my 3x3 turning pretty well. So, yeah. Things are looking up. I'm just rambling. I have absolutely nothing to say anymore. There's quite a few minutes left in this average. So, in this relay. So I'm just gonna fill the dead air here. So yeah. Actually managed a sub 10 average on 3x3. I was pretty happy about that. Did it 5 days ago. I've already have quite a few sub 10 averages. So yeah, kind of broke through that barrier. About time. I actually made it to a 10.2 average of 12 without having a sub 10 average of 5. It was ridiculous. 10.2. And then it was also a 199 average of, or a 1099 average of 50. 11.2 average of 100 without ever getting a sub 10 average of 5. But it finally happened. I was able to get the PB down to 923. So that's pretty good. Pretty much my last cubing goal, I guess. I found that not so much with speed cubing, but just in general, I'm a very goal-oriented person. You know, I like to work towards a goal, but I've found that there's a danger in if my goal is actually achievable or not. So, for example, like an inachievable goal would be like being able to draw cats really well. That is one of my few and humble life goals, by the way. You know, I can always reasonably say that I can't draw cats well. You know, I can just look at it and think, it's not that good. Could be better. You know, it's subjective, right? So that's kind of a good goal for me because it cannot 100% be achieved. But goals like reaching 10 million views on YouTube or something, those are the dangerous ones because, you know, I work really hard towards reaching such a goal, and then I found that once I reach them, I just completely crash and burn. It's just a complete disaster. I just suddenly denounce my goal and be like, oh, it was a complete waste of time. No. So, yeah, I gotta go with the inachievable goals from now on. So no more speed cubing goals. The 2 through 7 relay sub 10 was one of the last ones. And then sub 10 average 5 on 3x3. So yeah. I've also found, this is just a pro tip, by the way, that if you're doing the 2 through 7 relay, since pretty much all that matters is 6 and 7, like just doing okay in 6 and 7, the order in which I solve the cubes, I used to do it the opposite of what I'm doing in this relay, where I would solve 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I found that, you know, you do solve 2x2 and 3x3 a bit faster because you can like look ahead and plan out across and plan out the 2x2 solve, so it is a lot faster for those. But I found that just being in the zone for 7x7 is very important for you know, getting a good result in that. So, I mean, what I did before this was I was just doing a couple 7x7 solves just to kind of get in the zone for 7x7, and then just starting off right on 7x7, so you kind of have a good momentum going, and then a lot of 7x7 transfers over to 6x6, and you know, as long as you get a strong result in those two, you pretty much got this nailed, unless you're like particularly bad at 4 and 5. And yeah, I had a little bit of time to spare here. There was a few attempts at this where it came down to the 3x3 solve, you know, and I would make it and I'd get super close, and then during the 3x3 solve I'd go over 10 minutes and I'd get pissed off. So yeah, it was a big win here, as you can see. Very excited. I've probably attempted this 10, 15 times with a serious hope of being able to get under 10 minutes. So, yeah, this has been a video. Thank you for watching.